Dane, it's like wrong to rip on your military. I'm not ripping on my military. I'm ripping on my government. Oh, I don't have any. Dane, what have you done for the country? Nothing. I mean, I pay taxes and that's it. That's it. I make spicy comments on Twitter that don't help anybody, but they make me feel better. I guess it's inevitable that once you get older, you're gonna start paying attention to politics. Like with, what was it, like Gen X and maybe Boomers would watch a Larry King Live. I remember this. I remember seeing Marilyn Manson on Larry King Live or whatever it was called, and he was like in his 30s or something. And Larry King is like, so what do you do now that your fans are older? How do you keep them interested? And he's like, well, I go on Larry King Live. And I don't know. That struck me as like, oh, I guess we do grow up, don't we? Flat beats on the front, right? I hope. Ugh. Kill him! Hopefully this actually works out. But I need a dude. Because Glade is a ladybird. At least these die super fast. Or not. Yeah! Alright, let's go back and see what's what. Give me that awesome bird meat. Send it back! Alright. Get back in the boot. Such a good song. Do you ever drive really fast in your car and play like the Chocobo theme or something? Yeah, I don't either. It's stupid. I need to move Chocobos. This is a great Chocobo. Wait, this is a good. Oh, I want good, right? Pretty well, I guess this one's up. I caught the wrong one. Please be a dude, please. Oh! Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I think what I have to do, I feel like I need two sets, like an inverse set. Why did I call her Glade? Great lady, that's what it was. Okay, but good lady is the same thing. What if I call her Gouda? Yeah, Gouda. You just throw an A on the end of anything and it becomes a female's name, right? Well, in that case, I might as well commit. Give me a great male. Put it in. Shit, I'm gonna turn you loose, so it doesn't matter. Give me this. Give me this. Please be a boy. Seriously? We only got ladies up in here? Okay, well, I need to kick out the other one. You can be free. Let it go! Oh, it was a guy. Wait a minute, does that tell me what they are? Oh my gosh, I think we found tech. Okay, ladies, Choco, you need to... How do I release? Release. I'm gonna let go of my ladies. Bye, babes. Appreciate you stopping by, but you can be free. I've released you on an entirely different continent. I'm sure it'll work out. I've violated some sort of Ministry of the Environment right here. So I've only got ladies. And I can't... And they're... Oh, okay. Okay, back to the board here. This is how it goes. I guess we'll go back down to Medial. So I need a great male and a good male. I need a great man and a good man. I need an Alpha Chad and a Beta Bob. Dang. I don't know. Does it really matter? Like, if you're funny and we be chilling and you will 100% eat pizza with me, it's probably fine. Oh, I fucked this up! No, I didn't! Dane, you were doing so good not cursing. I know. I went back to playing video games with my girlfriend, and let's be clear. I know in today's climate that's confusing. That's my friend who is a girl, a lady, my whammon friend, And immediately I just turned into like, F this, F that, nah, 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 nah. It was just, brings it out of you, man. Okay, let's catch another one while we're here. We need a good man. You're not a good man. Funny how that happens, eh? Like, you can work on your bad habits, and then as soon as you're with your people again, you just become a miscreant. I've been trying to say F this and F that. Which, you know, maybe when I'm an old lady and I'm insane and I'm locked up in the home, you know, won't it be funny that if they put on the videos, you know, because Dane, this is how talk to yourself. You recorded all these videos of yourself, many hour upon hour of footage of you talking whatever. Watch. And the more time I spend with myself in my cursing days, like my really bad cursing days, I'm gonna be like, I need a effing sponge bath, you fucking. And then, like, there'll be the ones where I'm trying not to, and I'll resort to, like, a PG-13 sort of talk, and the nurses will just be like, we should maybe just outlaw. Like, she can't remember anything anyway. Don't give her the ones where she curses a lot. This is my plan, is that when I'm old and insane because dementia runs in the family, they'll put on my old video game videos and just park me in front of it. And I'll be spending time with myself, which is going to be weird right now when I'm an old woman and listening to this one and I'm talking about this in the third. Hi, Dane! Hi! Right? See, this is part of my retirement plan, is I won't need visitors because I'll be hanging out with myself. Dane, that's sort of sad. No, it's genius. This way, when the dementia takes me and I can't remember anything, I'll have all these stories said by me for me to deal with. You are not a Chocobo! I kill you! These things are basically wasting my time. But I mean, I'm playing video games, so... Like, let's be real. Oh, I didn't get any hostile... You know what? Here. Time to leave. Effort! I don't know who, like, okay, so never mind Tifa and Ares. Ifrit or Shiva? Who's your go-to? I feel like Shiva is usually my go-to. And that comes from many years of attempting to finish Final Fantasy VIII and never doing it. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Hello, Chocobo. How are you doing, my love? I always get lost in 8 as soon as the garden is mobile and I can F off and do whatever I want. I forget what it is that they want me to do. And like they send you to the Chocobo Forest, right? And you're like, sick, we're gonna do Chocobos again, and it sucks. It's like, here's your whistle. Oh, they stole it. F off, dude. And like, that's no fun. Not a fan. Go to my stable. Send it to the Lestables. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. How did I ever put up with that back in the day? 'Cause you didn't know any better. Oh, I only had 3? Man, I can't count. Alright. Fingers crossed for twig and berries. I need a great man and a good man. Are you a boy? Okay, wait, hang out. I want to see if this tech works. Let it go. Let him go! Oh my gosh, it works! All these years of just accepting him into the stables and then letting them go when they're the wrong sex. I could have just clicked on this and been like, him? No, don't. I want him. He's exactly what I want. Put him in there! Oh, yeah. We got a boy. We got a boy. Okay, so... He's great, right? So let's call him Mate. No, not Matt J. You know what I should do? Whoa. Dang, come on! Get it? Get it? Oh! In my mind, it was gonna be Mate, like great, but it's meat. That's fine. Whatever. Dane, is English your first language? It is, and yet, oh, this shit happens. All right, moving chocobos. Let's let the other boys go. My bad. This is a great chocobo. Let him run free. Oh, I got all boys this time. All boys all day. Let it go. They were all dudes. Oh, I see what you're working with. Okay, so now I need a good lady. A glady. I'm actually kind of happy that his name is Meat. Do you remember that, was it Mortal Kombat Armageddon? Where you had that guy you could play and his name was Meat? And he was just Meat! He was great. I remember. Yo, Mortal Kombat Armageddon actually had a fun story mode. Like, I played that a whole bunch. That's kind of sad, Jane. What was his name? Dagon or something like that? No, it wasn't that cool, was it? Dagon is that sounds like a Game of Thrones thing. I don't remember, but they had like the I don't know, he was like the prince of some bullshit. And I had to like punch Cyrax in the face, and that was pretty rad. And I just had to run around punching shit, and then punching people. And that was a lot of fun. I liked Armageddon. Armageddon gets shit on, but you know what made it amazing was that you could create your own fighter. That was the most fun. There's a video somewhere. I think it was the first time we ever recorded video games. I think. And it's just a camcorder aimed at the screen. You know, you remember the old school way of doing it? And it's us playing Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and we're like, this is girl mode, because we just, like, whatever. I wonder if I still have that somewhere. Or I could just play it again. I think this is where I screwed up, but I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? This is wrong. This is wrong. What I need is the flat beats in the back, right? I think that's where I ended up with a average chocobo. You know, what can you do? Now, if you're super pro, while you're out catching chocobos, you could also go up to the Icicle Inn area and catch a wunderbar chocobo. But if you do what I did, where you have like the two sets of good and great, I think you need the space. So we'll do that later. Turn her loose! I'm gonna get my chocobaters. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's not what I want. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't mean to catch that chocobo. I just very easily overpowered his friends. You know what we gotta do is chocobo racing. And I need to get a copy of Chocobo's Dungeon. I never played it, but I always wanted to. But it's always like $1,000. It's okay, it's like $100 to buy the friggin' disc. Dane, you can get that. I could, but I just haven't yet. We gotta do Chocobo Racing, but like Chocobo Racing is one of those games that you really do have. I mean, it's definitely designed for one player if you want it to be. That was the thing in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, is they had the Mortal Kombat Racing. I remember that now. Anyway, now that is a game that my middle sister and I played to death. And we had tech. We used to get salty at each other for picking up like the triple ice power-ups and dropping them, because it would just leave this patch of ice that looked like poop on the ground and you'd wipe out in it. We'd get super mad. Or the power that you get when you choose it, and it's the one where you steal from other people. So somebody would get a really good power-up, and then you'd be like, haha, nice! And you just yoink it and then use it on. We used to get real mad at each other. Like, throw the controller down and stomp out of the bedroom mad. That was, oh, good times. So that's why you need another person. But I guess I could do all the unlocking myself. Unless I have a memory card with it on. I probably do have the OG save. Though I seem to have lost a memory card. Because with Resident Evil 3, I know I unlocked everything. I had every epilogue. I had all the mercenary crap. You know, it's good to... Well, I don't think I had unlocked infinite ammo yet. But, you know, I had everything. It was my body of work in the Resident Evil 3 sphere. And I cannot find it anywhere. So I think that one's just lost with time. Which sucks. know if they have Chocobo Racing ported. Like, that's a fun game, man. You know what? Because of video games, of racing video games, I thought that when I started to drive, the way that you go around corners is not to slow down, it's to slam on the brakes and just... I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I know that's not what you're supposed to do now, I drive. But I thought that was the plan. Because that's how I took every corner in every racing game, was to just continue going like whatever speed I was at and just slam on the brakes. And just, you know, burn rubber. Which I don't recommend doing in the real world. If I did that now, I would probably flip my car. This SUV just goes flying off the prairies. Land in some farmer's yard. Oh, you know what I did yesterday? I was going to mow the lawn. And when I moved in here, I bought a corded electric because I made the mistake of listening to my father, who knows a lot about a lot, but he also just thinks I can't handle anything. And I'm pissed off right now because I think he might be right. I was like, I'm gonna get a gas mower. Gas mower. That's what I want. So I mean, I still have the corded electric, which makes me want to stab myself in the eyeballs every time I do the lawn. And I went and I got a gas mower. I was like, yeah, and it was ridiculous me trying to do it. Because I'm terrified of combustible materials. Like, it's almost pathological, the level that I'm afraid of combustible materials. Anytime I've been in the lab and there's compressed gas canisters anywhere, oblong bobs, I am uncomfortable. I could deal with it, but I have to like talk myself through it. There used to be like an oxygen canister belted to the wall behind my chemistry station in university, and I kid you not, I would look over my shoulder like I was being framed for a movie and just be like, he's watching me, because he was right there. Like, why has he got a seatbelt? I mean, he's got a seatbelt so that he doesn't, like, he won't fall over and go kablushkas. Like, I mean, he won't kablushka, but it's just bad for the gas to knock him over. Like, I mean, I have the training to deal with compressed gas, but I don't like it, and I don't like gasoline. I don't like that either. So like I go to the co-op, the gas station to get the gas, and I'm looking around because I'm like, what's the protocol for this? Like, what's the protocol for filling a gas, like a jerry can? So I just sort of like parked in the stall that I hope nobody could see me because I felt like I was stealing. And I just sort of, you know, filled the little, and I didn't even fill it. I had a 5-liter jerry can. I just like eyeballed a liter. And he was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't drive a pickup. Shit, what am I gonna do? So I put it in the back of my car, and I had all the windows down. I didn't know what to do. I mean, because I'm not going very far, right? But the whole drive home, it was like, okay, this is the same person who, when I was learning to use medical oxygen, and I got trained alongside a bunch of firemen, and I was terrified the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna die, it's gonna explode, it's gonna go badly. I don't want this Chocobo, do I? Everything's gonna be bad. But thankfully the firemen next to me were like, dude, it's fine, shut up. But you know, what about the gasoline? I'm like, I should probably call the firemen and be like, guys, it's me again, what's the deal? But anyway, I got it home, and I put together my new man mower. And I'm super stoked all about it because it means that I'm going to be free. I'm not going to be tethered any longer. If there's anything that annoys me in life, it's being tethered. Literally and figuratively, it doesn't work for me. And, you know, I put it together and then it doesn't start. And I'm like, oh. Now, it turned out, because I asked my older neighbor later if he would come over and teach me how to use a flippin' mower. And he's just like, oh, you know, press the primer. And when he does it, he, like, really presses it. I think I just was pressing the primer like a little ditz, and I didn't actually prime it. But the other day, I'm like, whoa, time to cut the grass. And so I go out and I start up the mower. And I'm like, yeah, the power. And so I'm good to go. But then the wheel comes off, and I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm smart. I'm good. So I get the wheel, and then I make the mistake where I tip over the mower to look under it. There's an oil tank, which means there's fluid, and fluid is susceptible to gravity. Never mind the gas tank, and the whole thing. And so it won't start. And so I'm like, shit. And I don't know exactly what I've done, but I'm hoping it's just that I've flooded something. And I don't really know. So I just parked it and cut out the corded mower again. So I've gone through all this trouble to get myself a nice bumping, burping gas-powered mower, and I've like not gotten to use it at all. I'm still having to do the lawn with the corded. And like, it's a pretty big lawn, you know, for a lawn. And I'm thinking I should just burn it down. Do I want this Chocobo? I don't think I do. Let's catch one more, that's good. I'm really hoping that like if I just leave the mower alone when I go back to touch it, it'll be good to go. But I'm also afraid that it won't be. Because I don't know how to fix that.